Good morning. You know what I just realized? You know when your hangers fuck up your shirts? Also, like, my hanger goes to my shoulders. What is this? Why are we in 2026 when this is still occurring? But you know what? I'm committed to the bed. Here we are. Oh, the coffee's fresh. I've got a wicked bad headache. It's raining. Barometric pressure just... But you know what? Here we are. Bless up. It's Thursday. Let's do this. Well, I still have the decks out from yesterday. We have 4 decks to work with. Yes, 4. Ooh, okay, let's have a sip of coffee about it. How is everybody? Nice to see you guys in the comments. Yeah, I just needed time. Nothing crazy was happening. I mean, my life is always eventful, but yeah, I'm just being a real human, having human emotions. I was dealing with a lot of grief the last couple months. Nothing new, just like the season. That's the thing about grief, you just never know when it's gonna sneak up on you. And I had a lot of people close to me and not close to me not doing well, and that took some resources. I don't know. And also sometimes you just need to hermit. Yeah. So, but I did move. I love being back in this neighborhood of the city. Moving was probably the best thing, not gonna lie. Ugh. Okay. Well, gang-a-lang, let's see. We're gonna be using the Black Tarot today. I don't know, I can't remember, because in the last couple months I have filmed some videos and then everything just went haywire, so they just never got uploaded. Anyway, I can't remember if you guys have seen this deck, but it was gifted to me and I love this deck. It's so beautiful. So let's get Snoopy and Scoopy. Oh, man. The head, wow, the head is gripped, but look who's tossing themselves out. Interesting. It did fall out. Okay, we're gonna set it to the side. It's the Hierophant and the Tower. It was reversed, but I didn't really get a shuffle, and wow, they really just want to come out. I like a good shuffle, though. We didn't even call in the crowd favorites. Okay. God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, Archangels, all Ascended Masters, all of my benevolent ancestors, anyone that you're working and praying with. Yeah, so long as it's not Debbie Devil. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go general. What's going on? All right, Grandmama. Okay, so Grandmama, I see the Hierophant, I see the Tower. I'm not sure if this is part of the story yet. Hold on. No, everyone's getting shuffled. If those two want to come out, you know they're going to hop right back out. We don't need to worry about it. Okay. Ace of Baskets. I love this. Because with the Ace of Cups, traditionally, I mean, who doesn't love to think romance? But this is such a great demonstration of, like, what affection outside of romance can look like. Do you know what I mean? And there's just something really beautiful about 2 men just kind of tending to each other and like spiffing each other up and just kind of having a tender moment in the garden, fixing each other's beards and such. So I like this. A lot of earth tones, a little bit of yellow. Okay. Well, I was just listening to two people that I follow. They're Canadians. Karen Potts and Scott. Oh, I just discovered Scott, so forgive me, Scott, if you're listening. I can't remember your last name. Anyway, but it's making me think of that because, for one, Karen is a Gemini and Scott is an Aquarius, but they're bantering. You can tell they're BFFs. I was howling. I woke up early with this headache, so I was like doom scrolling, but doom scrolled into the right category. Those two, and this is what it's making me think of. And it was funny because they have a podcast now, but they were talking about where they're like, man, like every time we go live or like, dude, like everyone thinks that we're a couple, but it's because, and this is what I have been saying for a very long time on this channel, like who doesn't love romance? We all agree it's great. Oh, kiss the chef. But outside of romantic love, I'm telling you, BFF love, they're like, because again, it's not contingent on sexy business. It's someone who just loves your little rank ass to bits and pieces and just thinks you're the bee's knees. This is what this is giving. And I like that for you. Because it means that you're being truly valued and adored, but on a BFF level. Okay. Okay, well, Grandma, I love this. Exactly. Look at that. 3 of Wands. Girls' night out. Fun. Whether it's girls' night out, boys' night out, whatever. Whoever your BFFs, again, we all know what it's like to be in, the little posse, going to have a fun, a little road trip, or maybe going out. Either way, beautiful. Well, and we are headed to Gemini season right quick. It's right around the corner. Right around the corner. Oh, look at this, Daughter of Baskets. Someone's going to pick a little lavender in the lavender field with their summer dress. Gang. I love this energy this morning. This is great. Okay, so Grandmama, who's going underneath the Ace of Baskets? The 4 of Coins. Look at this 4 of Coins, though. It's interesting because, again, traditionally, that 4 of Coins is really about, like, I do not want to share. It's a little bit greedy. It's a little bit, like, stitious. Like, I don't trust anyone. I've got nothing to give. Even though I do technically have 4 Pentacles, I'm not sharing. But it's interesting because it's like, it looks like a necklace for one. But they're coming to the door. I don't know. It's an interesting 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. Sorry guys, I gotta keep sucking back. I even made double brews. You know when you got the headache, but you're like, caffeine, I think, can really help this along. Okay. I was just, sorry, again, sometimes Spirit likes to take me, I don't know if it means anything yet, but Spirit was kind of pointing me in the direction of thinking about what barometric pressure is and how, like, I do love the rain, but every time there's a type of rain, it sets off a type of headache. But I was thinking about, like, atmospheric pressure. Oh, with Gemini. Do I have some Geminis in the crowd today or what? Or some air signs? Or, I don't know, there's something here about elements. Because even though this is kind of stepping away from this, like, beautiful theme of, like, friendship and, like, love and good times, but, like, there's something here about something that kind of looks innocuous, like rain, but, like, I have a debilitating headache. So the element of air, pressure, I don't know. Is there a pressure building in you? Spirit, where are we going with this? Interesting. Okay, well, we'll put that also to the side. Things are getting put to the side. I put the Hierophant to the Tower to the side. Interesting. Okay, you know how it goes. There's some themes here. Just like you, I'm just the driver. I do not get CC'd on where we're going today. Okay, whoa. Oh, the Father of Wands. So this is the King of Wands going underneath the Three of Wands. And I like this. Look at him. He's in the mountains. Does he have freedom toes? He does. Look at that. He's a king, but look at him. Teaching people. Maybe this is like a little, I don't know, a weekend getaway. It's got the freedom toes. Oh, but look. Oh, is this about recycling? Oh, this is funny. I never looked, for some reason, I thought these were elementals, but like one of them is like about recycling. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Again, we're just going to take all these little things, put them to the side. Oh my goodness. The King of Swords going underneath the Daughter of Baskets. You just flew out. Ooh. Cinnamon. What's going on? Okay. Okay, well, let's show you the Father of Knives. He's chopping wood. Oh, I was just looking, because we've got these two fellows, then I'm going back to that Ace of Cups. Huh, so do you have a best friend, or like, is your best pal either an air sign or a fire sign? Again, you don't have to be. They just might have those qualities. Oh, I'm really seeing this friendship. But what's up with the Four of Coins to the Daughter of Baskets? We don't know yet. I know. Let's get going. Okay. Ace of Baskets to the Four of Coins. The World. Oh, I love this. Also, like, let's take a moment to appreciate this onesie, this jumper. But, like, she's watering things into existence. Okay. Three of Wands to the Father of Wands. What's going on underneath that? The Three of Baskets. Look at all of this. There's like... I love to see this. This is just about friendship. Okay, I think. We won't know until we know. Okay, so Daughter of Baskets to the Father of Knives. What's going underneath? The Son of Knives. Okay. Going deep. Well, the way that the cards have been designed, the white for me always really stands out. So as I'm like looking at the cards, there's these accents of white, but it seems to be like on a particular person. And then I just noticed like the white on his shirt. But then we have this Three of Cups with a lot of white. Okay. What deck do we want to clarify with? Is it every little thing you do is magic, or is it going to be owls? Let's go owls. Let's do it. Okay. Grandmama. Ace of Baskets. The Six of Cups. This is what I mean. This is this is like true friendship. I don't know who this person is to you, and maybe it is a sibling, but there is something here about, and I wish you could really see Karen and Scott together. Like, oh my God. To me, it feels like home for one. Um, the humor is like very similar to where I grew up, and but it's just we all know what it's like to see two best friends. Like the laughing, the love. And so I'm really, really getting that for you. Okay. So much sweetness. Definitely feels like history, like you've known this person, like you've been friends for a while, a hot second. Maybe even from childhood. Is there anything else you want to say? Like, why are we starting off with this energy? We have the world twice. Okay. Did you have a falling out with this person? Because also, like, he looks a little bit stressy. Like, this card to this card. Oh, did you guys have a falling out? Like, we're gonna figure it out, but like, okay, because this is like a stressy ending, or it looks big. Okay, so what's the Three of Wands? Are we getting the story of how this all went down? Okay, hold on. Okay, so tell me about the Three of Wands. The Nine of Cups. Okay. Well, the world is also about new beginnings. Okay, tell me what the... Okay, wait, I've got to go back for a sec. What's the World card, though, in reference to the Ace of Cups to the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, to the Five of Pentacles? Okay. Yeah, I feel like there might have been a falling out. That's the thing, though, with BFFs. Am I right? Because, like, isn't the proportion of, like, bitterness or hatred to the extent that you love someone? So, like, someone can be your ride or die, but, yeah, when it goes south, oh boy. Okay, so we see the Three of Wands, which is about ships coming in, but we see three people. Okay, so that's the Nine of Cups. Okay. Do we want to say anything else? Well, there's the Three of Wands is ships coming in. So, like, whatever's also coming in as an aside, it's, and like, look, again, with the hats. You know, if you're putting on this little number, like, it looks like one of those cushions, but like instead of a button, a hard button in the center, where you're like, ouch, that's unnecessary. It's got a feather. So again, it's committing. Okay, committing to the happiness. Okay. So what's up with the Daughter of Baskets? I was just thinking healing. Okay, so there's some healing going on, big time. And look at that, back to back. And just like how I was talking about the signs of Karen and Scott, Scott's an Aquarius. This is a very Aquarius energy with the star. And it's interesting that the two cards, like, very rarely do you see just like the back. Like in most of the star cards too, it's a front-facing person, usually with some jugs, and just naked on top, if you will. With that lavender. Okay. Do you want to say anything else about this Daughter of Baskets to the star? Because you have heart ouchies. Was there like a physical death? Because the other thing with that Ace of Baskets too, though, is that like it also kind of makes me think of people getting ready for a funeral. We did see that Hierophant, though, which is like at the church to the tower. Okay, can we get some confirmation on like the ending? Like, is this like an actual transition? Did you lose someone? Whoa, nope. No, but look at the cards. We have the Four of Pentacles again. Now we see that energy. Four of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords. Again, stressy, up all night. And then here's the King of Swords. Okay. So yeah, not a physical death, but like you had it out with this person. Okay, so this is why there's healing. Okay, so is this person, that Four of Coins, coming back around? Tell me about this Four of Coins person. Ooh, it's the Devil, but to the Page of Pentacles. But see, look, again, the hat. Yeah. And see, you can even see with the foot kind of being raised, you know, like hands behind the back too. It's kind of like, oh, you're nervous as hell. You're fidgeting. It's just interesting that they're holding back. But again, if you both happen to be air signs though, ooh, if you're a Gemini in this person, but both Aquarius and Gemini, and my moon's in Aquarius. So again, talk about the chopping block. When air signs are done, but especially Aquarius and Gemini, we're the frostiest. Oh, we bring that Canadian frost. Libra, again, you're very gentle. Very gentle. Not to say that you can't be sharp and get in there, because all air signs can, but again, you're the justice card, the balance. You want relationships to be pretty. Wow. Okay. Yes. Amazing. Okay. So what's going on with this Father of Wands? Is that you? Or is that them? Well, it's the Ten of Pentacles. But the recycling. I almost feel like even if you are the air sign, but if you're in this King of Wands energies where it's like, it's like you're teaching people, and this is such an air sign thing to do, to be like, don't get played. Like you're schooling people to be like, let me tell you about this. Be like, if it's trash, throw it in the trash. If they're like, if there's something a little bit left, if there's a little bit of life left in them, let them be recycled. I don't know. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles though, but this is my favorite Ten of Pentacles because it's like the family portrait and everyone is just killing it with all like, yeah. This one with like the half open eye, which one is it? This one. All of them. The parents. Yeah. Interesting. Or maybe it's like, do you have a big brother? Tell me more about this King of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. The Devil. Look, and two little mice. Again, there's a lot of energy on the table. Okay, let's put that to the side. Oh, well, we were talking about pressure, but headache. Something that seems like innocuous, like where you're just like, it's just weather. How can it be debilitating? But it's like best friends or like family. You're like, the impact. But oddly enough, that coffee, Okay. Here, let's put these cards back in for a hot sec. Okay, so... Okay, well, let's just move on real quick to the Father of Knives. Father of Knives, what are you about? You're chopping some wood. You're confirmed by yourself. Wow. And this has come out now 3 times. Or I guess this is the second time, but 3 times for a King of Swords. I feel like this is your energy, though. I feel like this is you. You're just like, you're not having it. You're so in your, like, you feel very clear about this. And just kind of like, I don't know if you guys have been able to experience this, but there is something really great about chopping wood, again, you want to be careful when you're angry or upset when you're doing things like driving or using an axe. But there is something really nice to like, yeah, like a punching bag or chopping wood to be like, oh, I need to get this energy. But you're, yeah, the chopping block. Okay. Do we want to say anything else about this King of Swords energy? Oh, look at this though. It's the King of Cups with the moon. So it's like all of this air and like chip chop Canadian frost to like the most intense, watery, emotional. But is that why you're extra air? Because you actually, that's what it is. Okay. So going back into kind of like the elements, again, even if you aren't a Gemini or an air sign or even a fire sign, but there's something here about in the way that you naturally function and cope. What feels safe for you is just like the mental, the cerebral. It's clear, it's factual, it's data. Like, do you know what I mean? And it protects you. So really, it's because you're a big tenderoni. Look at you. And again, you got your freedom toes out on your big fish here. Look and see under the moon, you're a bit emo, but you got, again, your little pals. Yeah, your pals. See, yeah, this pal really fucked up. And that's the thing. When it's your BFF, that's closer than a sibling. That's closer than your lover. I'm telling you, a BFF betrayal is like... Okay. So we've established you're a big tenderoni. You're really hurt, but you don't want to. You're just like kind of like how I started the thing where I was talking about grief, where like grief doesn't give you a schedule. It's like you're years away from an event, and then all of a sudden it just shows up with its bags to be like, we're doing this. I don't know how long I'm staying, and you're like, fuck. Okay. But now see, we're seeing the world the first time, but it's a very different energy than this one, isn't it? Like, look at the difference. So to some capacity though, like even though don't really want to be in the feeling of it, but we do see this softening. There's a total softening and a watering. To me, that's very emotional, where it's just like acknowledging, again, with that air energy, being very clear to being like, this was that. I'm moving forward, because again, she's future facing, and to be like, I want to make something beautiful out of this. Like, again, I'm going to put on a onesie. This isn't going to dampen my spirits. Again, I'm going to get dressed up for the occasion, and we're going to make something beautiful. Okay, but now we're back to this 3 energy of the 3 of baskets. So that's like, again, like, look, what a picnic. We got grapes, we have cheese, we have wine. Ooh, drinking red wine with all those white dresses? Brave. Okay. Is that a baguette in the basket? Yeah. So we got carbs, we got cheese. Ooh, these ladies are living on the edge. Living on the edge. Yeah, you know that Aerosmith song? You can't help yourself from fall. Is it falling? Maybe. That would make sense if you're on edge. Just tip right on over. Oh, Queen of Wands. Oh, ho, ho, to the 3 of Cups. God damn, these cards are really... Cheers. Okay, but the Queen of Wands is going underneath that King of Wands. But again, look at how bitchy she looks. Okay. Do tell. Okay, but wait, let's go back to that world card. Let's clarify that world card with a card. The 3 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. So many 3s. Well... You definitely have 3 others or 2 others that I feel like has kind of filled this kind of place. Like I feel like you had the one, but now it's kind of rounded out. I feel like because even with the King of Wands, there's people. Yeah, so I feel like there's community, a filling out. And that makes sense in terms of, and like again, look at all the green. So green, it's heart, it's abundance, it's just like, it's growth. Working together. Okay. Okay, so what's up with the Queen of Wands? No, too many. So the Queen of Wands to this Three of Cups. Who is this? The Sun. Okay, so we definitely like have some fire energy here. Okay. Look at all the sunflowers. Well, if you're going from double King of Swords to behind the scenes, a King of Cups to the moon, but then into this like glorious like King of Wands or Queen of Wands sun energy, and then you're just like having charcuterie and picnics and just being like, yeah, this is giving summer vibes of like the Gemini Leo kind of thing. Huh. And like, look at your little face. Yeah. Okay. I feel a bit Snoopy though. The Empress. Wow. You are receiving, ma'am, sir. Okay. Okay, I'm into this. Okay, so what's up with the Son of Knives? Oh God, I love coffee. I love tea too. You should see. I've just drank 2 quarts of my homemade brew. I make a big tea blend. I'll tell you about it in a sec. Not that you probably care, but like, god damn. Okay, so what's up with the Son of Knives? No, too many, but you've come up before, but no. The Son of Knives. What do you want to say about this? Diving deep with the spear. The Hierophant. Okay. Tell me about the Hierophant. Sorry. Because there's 2. Again, I feel like this is about this dynamic, but we have a few energies on the table. So I'm also trying to suss out, like, is there a smoochy dynamic in here? Or like, I don't know. What is the Hierophant with these 2? Oh. Okay, some truth with that page, because the Son of Knives is like the page. So it's really like learning about a situation. Okay. Okay, so what's the truth? Oh, the 6 of Pentacles. Yes. We see one offering. Is this that 4 of Coins coming back around? Is that the truth? Are they coming back around? Oh, the King of Wands to the 6 of Wands. See, now we have the King of Wands twice. And they want to be successful. Also, I feel like, again, the King of Wands came out a million times yesterday. Yeah, the readings, a lot of King of Wands. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Let's put these back in. Let's put these back in. Because now that I have a bit of a story here, I'll keep the original. Okay. Let's go back actually now to the Black Tarot. Okay, so who is tell me about this person that there's been an ending with? That seems to be represented in this Ace of Cups. This one, this one, this one. Okay, Ace of Wands. But how interesting that in this Ace of Wands, there is like a budding. Like, I'm hearing budding of heads. Ooh, the Eight of Coins to the Five of Wands, but it's also siblings. Oh, so is this a sibling that you were best friends with? But best friends, again, can feel like siblings. Okay, but yeah, we do see a lot of butting heads. But with this Five of Wands, I like this because in other decks, again, you can really see like true combativeness. This is, again, like classic siblings. Irritating as fuck. It is, you know, they probably will punch each other in the face, but it's like, it's different. And even like these two. Yeah, this is giving sibling. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now that we kind of have that, okay, so what's up with the threes, though? Because we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Coins, and the Three of Wands. We see three people. So can you tell me a bit more about that? I don't feel like it's this one. Hold on. Tell me about the threes. Because outside of this best friend, sibling situation, or whoever, there does... Okay, this one, this one. Oh, the Devil to the Fool. Well, look at that. It's a little Devi Devil, a little angel. Well, but here's the thing about, like, your best girls, right? Going back to, like, your ride or dies. But, like, having a best friend, or, like, you know, your tribe, but, like, these are the people that you do get into some shenanigans with, like, in terms of, like, the 7 deadly sins, like, a little bit of gluttony, right? A little charcuterie, going out on the town, I don't know, getting into some shenanigans. It's not giving dark. But it's kind of like, and especially if you've been going through a time where they're gonna hype you up and be like, that rowdy piece of shit, like whoever the enemy is of the moment, but also to hype you up, and like new beginnings. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about not isolation, but you know how sometimes when there's like the best friend, the soulmate best friend that you do like every waking moment with? Yeah, there's something about you now having, again, they're showing me like a filling out. It's more even. And there's something better for you in a dynamic of like a little handful of really close chosen BFFs, you know? Okay. But I really want to go back to this. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so what was the falling out about? Grandma. Let's get Snoopy and Scoopy right now. What did this person do? Oh, Mother of Coins to the Son of Wands to the Son of Baskets. Ooh, does this involve, like, them sleeping with, like, either your crush or, like, your actual partner? Or, I don't know. The Son of Wands with those alligators? I don't know, like, a little honeypot going on here, and then some smoochies. Although if they're siblings... Oh, is this part of the sibling rival? Okay, so there could be a couple timelines here. Because again, we did see the 10 of Pentacles, and I was like, oh, this could be sibling. So is this like a classic kind of like toxic family, but like the mother picked Yeah, there's definitely something here about a mom picking a favorite in the siblings. Yeah, there's a bit of a shit disturber feeling here. Okay, can you tell me a bit more about this ending? A little bit more clarity. Oh. The 8 of coins to the 9 of coins, but look at this 9 of coins. It's a couple. Okay, so for some of you, so if it applies that this BFF is your sibling, or or like was your BFF sibling, yeah, I definitely think this has some yeah, it's like a toxic family dynamic here, but like your mom playing the both of you, and like there's something here with that sibling and your mom and picking, and I don't know, just doing some shitty stuff. But for another handful of you, your best friend was like hooking up either with your partner or someone that you wanted to pursue. Like there's something. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is someone who works at it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and because like with this one, it's like late at night, there's something a little bit ritualistic about this, but like putting in the time. Like they knew what they were doing. Ew. Yuck. Yuck. But it's interesting though, because technically the 9 of coins, like when you see the 9 of cups and the 9 of coins, it really can indicate singleness. We're not seeing with that one. That's where I'm like, okay. Interesting. So, okay, so what card actually represents this person? So, because like if they're this King of Wands, like I want a Wands. If that's who this King of Wands is. Who is this King of Wands? Is this BFF? No, the Moon. Okay, so it's you. You're in this King of Wands, King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like after this person fucked you over, I feel like, and also if you are with an air sign with all of that King of Swords, but like, yeah, teaching the people, talking about it, like doing a TED talk on being like, if a skanky ratty Ratterson fucks you over, let me teach you. Let me teach you the ways. Okay, and again, we're seeing this emotion behind the scenes. But see, also though, what I love about him though is that he's in control. He's soft, right? Very comfortable. And also being comfortable being center stage too. And she's center stage. Okay. Okay, so why does this person want back in? Because I feel like they're going to come knocking on your door. Oh, we see the Empress again. Because they want to receive. And that's why they're holding back. See, their dynamic is gross. They know they fucked up, but it's still holding back. But if we think about the energy of the Empress, you hear it spoken of, but there's a lot of like, it's not her total energy. She's not like a pillow queen. She doesn't just sit around and lie around all day. She is of action, but compared to the Emperor, she is more about receiving, letting things come to her. So this person is probably a little bit entitled. So like, they know that they fucked up enough that like, in order to get what they want, which is clearly like you offer something that, again, fills them up, a little parasitic, if you will, but they are a bit of a pillow queen. They're used to people either coming back and apologizing to them or like someone making the first overture. You're holding your line where you're like, no, eat shit. Eat shit. No, I don't accept. What do you want? Get out of here. Scram. So like it's humbling for them, but it's not enough for them to also want to give totally. which is gross. Ew. Okay, so how are you going to handle this person when they come knocking on your door with their shitty offer of 4 pentacles? Death. Yeah, you're not having it. You're like, I'd rather eat worms and play in the dirt. You're like, I took that ending. Yeah, you're like, the ending was initially shitty, but no. We're putting on green jumpers. We're getting right into the garden. We're watering. Yeah, all of that emotion that we see behind you, where I think in the private and comfort of your own space, that's when you're like, I can be emotional. But when it comes to people who have hurt you, you don't let them have access to that. And you're like, no. And again, you're just like, you make it look comfortable. You're like, no, I'm easy breezy. I feel great. Even though maybe technically you don't, but they don't need to know that. You're like, I feel great. And by appearances, they're like, wow, you took shit and then you made beautifulness. Things are growing. And I love this death card because it's just like a kid playing with a skeleton. And a kid would. It'd be like, no muss, no fuss, being like, hey, Skelly Skeleton, don't know what's going on with you, but pick up a shovel. We're in the fairy garden. We got work to do. We got, you know? Okay, so you're not having it. But we still see this new life for you. And I love that it's always surrounded by the fact that it's surrounded by different people. These 3 people in particular. Okay, so how's this person gonna feel when you say nay? When you say no, I don't accept. Oh, anxiety, and they want to fight you on it. I love that it's getting smudged. Yeah, I feel like maybe even this person is trying to like dip into their spirituality a little bit and like thinks that maybe a little smoke, a little clearing, like yeah, a little sage bundle is just gonna open up the gates again for you, and you're just like, no. But they have a lot of anxiety, but look where their head is. It's in the couch. No bueno. Okay, well, yeah, I feel like they're just gonna be really defensive and anxious. What a combination. Okay. Okay, so tell me about these 3 people. These 2 or 3 people, because again, it could be you with 2 people, which makes 3, but like, okay, so who are these actual good friends? Yeah, I like the feeling of the 3 ladies that were in the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Baskets, but also again, the 3 of Wands, we see that friendship, but it's also about your ships coming in. We see that healing. We see the sun. Oh, just beautiful. Okay, but who are these friends? The good ones. Oh, the Emperor. But look, it's a father and son. So like, and look at the water flowing. So again, and we usually see the Emperor. We know it's the patriarch of the family, but the emperors tend to be told of being, you know, a bit reserved, stern, quiet, a little bit frosty, like not the most emotional. But I love that we see a softness here, total softness. So it's like, whoever these friends are, it's like they love you like a parent loves a child. Like it's pure. Again, going back to truly unconditional. You know, these are friends that it's not craps in a pot. If you have a win, man, they're celebrating that for you, and genuinely, like they're your biggest hype man. You know, it really is a win for them too, to be like, oh my god, like I'm so happy for you, like no one deserves this more than you. And like, you know, and they don't want to ride on your coattails. It's just really being like, yes, they're celebrating, they're uplifting. Love this. Okay, well, let's just get one little final message. Grandmama, take us out. So what's the advice then for the world, the collective? The 3 of Wands. Wait for those ships to come in, and while you're waiting, go spend it with company, with people, places, and things that value you, treasure you, appreciate you, cherish you, adore you. Again, uplift, celebratory, who really see and understand you and get you, you know? Like they're blowing bubbles and they're looking cute as hell. That's your advice. Look cute as hell. Ugh. Just beautiful. Okay, gang. Well, wow. I don't even know what to call this reading. That's the hardest part of readings. I've heard other readers say that too. It's true. It's like, surprise. Okay. Well, you know, I love to see it. Stay blessed. Stay golden. Let me know how this applies to your life, if you want. Okay.